Remember the thrill of placing your first Skylanders figures on the portal of power? The pure magic of seeing it come to life on the screen? We're taking a trip back to the golden age of Toys to Life games, diving deep into every single Skylanders installment to finally settle the ultimate debate: which one reigns supreme? Prepare for the definitive ranking that will spark all those cherished memories. Spyro's Adventure. The first out of the 6 games, we have Spyro's Adventure. When this game was released in 2011, it was an innovation to the gaming world. The Toys to Life mechanic was unheard of for the time. The game revolves around the Portal Master, aka the player, to restore the Core of Light to its former glory after Chaos destroys it. The homeworld in this game is particularly interesting because it was very open space with lots of places to explore. You go through a variety of different levels, and at the end of some of the levels you face Chaos's minions. The minions aren't particularly too challenging, but it does make the game more interesting. There is a variety of 32 different characters to play as, including Spyro, Trigger Happy, Stealth Elf, Gilgrunt, and so many more. The game ends with you fighting Chaos at his castle, and you defeating him while you dodge his Hydra's elemental attacks. There is no difficulty setting on this game, so it's not particularly that challenging, but if you have enough figures, you'll get through it just fine. Out of the 6 games, I would rank it number 3. Skylanders Giants was the second installment in the series and built on the mechanics from the first game. The main gimmick of this game was the Giants, as they were much bigger, bulkier, and stronger Skylanders. Pretty much everyone who bought this game when it first came out has T-Rex. T-Rex is the life elements giant, and basically if you have him, you can do everything that a giant can do throughout the entire game, and he's particularly cheap, so it won't break the bank. They build on a lot from Spyro's Adventure and have a lot more diverse and fun level designs. Some memorable boss fights from the game include Drill X, Chompy Mage, and Chaos himself. You face Chaos when he is a giant Archean robot with his Arkham's Gauntlet. This game would finally get difficulty settings, and we would go to easy to medium and to hard mode. Overall, this was a very good game out of the Skylanders franchise, and I would rank this game number 1 out of the 6. Swap Force would be the next game, and I personally don't have much to say about this game. It was not one of my favorite games out of the franchise. I mean, the swapping mechanic was pretty cool, but the gameplay was just so different from Giants. I feel like it actually turned a lot of fans off, and the slow levels and annoying new NPCs just really made me unlike this game. Chaos once again is the main enemy of this game and the boss fight. I would say the boss fight was like a medium difficulty. I mean, it's not the best and not the worst. I would give SWAT Force the 5th spot out of the 6 for my ranking. Trap Team would be the 4th game in the series, and I really enjoyed this game. The gameplay is peak and the level designs are amazing. The trap mechanic is also just awesome. You get to fight and defeat enemies, and once you defeat them, you can trap them in these Traptanium crystals so you can place them in the game. The main villains of this game would be Chaos and the Doom Raiders. The Doom Raiders consist of Golden Queen, Wolfgang, Dr. Crankcase, the Gulper, Dreamcatcher, and Chompy Mage. The game would also introduce new 2 elements first in the franchise, the light and dark elements. You get 2 new Trap Masters, 2 core Skylanders, and new villains, and 2 new expansion levels. The main hub of this game is Skylanders Academy, and I'd say that it rivals Spyro's Adventures game hub. The Chaos fight occurs when Chaos transforms himself into part Traptanium. In the boss fight, I'd say depending on the game mode, the difficulty can vary between players. Skylanders Trap Team was an overall amazing game, and I would rank it number 2 out of the 6. Skylanders Superchargers, in my opinion, was one of the worst games out of the franchise. The gimmick with the vehicles just seemed so forced, and it was just more useless plastic to buy. I will say though that the Skylanders themselves are very cool, and the redesigns of the OG Skylanders are amazing. But I just cannot get into the racing or the driving sections of the levels. I mean, it's just not for me. It does not feel like the traditional Skylanders experience. Chaos in the same just seems so weird. It does not feel the same. I would rank this game last out of the 6 games of the series. And finally, I know you've all been waiting for this one, Skylanders Imagineers. This was personally the first Skylanders game I ever got, and it was for the Nintendo Switch, and I absolutely loved it. Senseis are so overpowered, and the gimmick where you can create your own Skylanders is pretty cool. I know the story is a little cheesy and the level designs don't make sense with each other, but it was just the gameplay that just kept bringing me back over and over. The game would also where you would find the most expensive figures out of the Skylanders franchise, including Robo, Chompy Mage, and Wildstorm. At the end of each level, you face Chaos's new minions called the Doomlanders, with his new magic powers from the Ancients. He can create any Doomlander that he wants. During the Chaos's level, the references to the original Spyro's adventure is just amazing, with the electric spikes that fall down on you and the level design. I mean, it's just great. And with the Senseis, you got about half new characters, half returning villains from Trap Team, and 2 new characters from the Crash Bandicoot series. Those characters would include Dr. Neocortex and Crash Bandicoot himself. They both unlock the Wumpa Wumpa Islands. The final Chaos fight seems very challenging and can compare to the other games because he's sending all of his minions out at you at once and fighting alongside them. If you play this game in Nightmare mode, you will struggle and you will need multiple Skylanders. Overall, this is just an amazing game. In my opinion, I would rank it 4 out of the 6. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, my final ranking of the 6 Skylanders games. I would like to give an honorable mention to the 5 3DS games. They're completely different from the mainline games, but they're very fun, and if you love Skylanders, I would very much insist you trying them. Well, that's all today for you guys. See you next time. Hope you enjoyed, and click that subscribe button.